The world of Prison Break has found new faces on both sides of the law for the Hulu reboot. Development on the new take of the fan-favorite crime thriller was revealed in November 2023, with Mayans MC and The Outlaws co-creator Elgin James set to write and executive produce the show. The Prison Break reboot began gaining steam in March 2025 as American Gods Emily Browning, Smile 2's Lucas Gage and The Winchesters' Drake Roger were the first three to be cast as series regulars. Just over a week after the show began building its cast, Deadline has brought word that Hulu's Prison Break reboot has added 4 new stars to its series regular roster. The show has tapped Clayton Cardenas, Jr. Bourne, Georgie Flores and Miles Bullock to star in the show, the former two of whom previously worked together on Mayans MC, which was co-created by James. Cardenas and Bullock are both set to star in the Prison Break reboot as inmates in the unnamed deadly prison the show is being set in, with the former playing a character named Ghost described as a ruthlessly dangerous inmate, while the latter is playing Darius Red Lewis. Flores, meanwhile, is set to play Andrea, one of the female cadets training to be a corrections officer, and Bourne set to play Junior, described as a mentally unstable lone survivor of a decades-old prison break that devastated the town. What these new cast members mean for the Prison Break reboot. The show may have found one of its villains. While the first 3 castings offered a nice range of character types for the show, the Prison Break reboot's new additions seem to point to at least one of the show's protagonists being confirmed. With it being set separately from the original show, it's unclear just how viewers will be introduced to the dangerous prison the early character descriptions have pointed to. However, since viewers are still meant to be invested in the titular escape, one of the new inmates is likely to be a replacement for Wentworth Miller's Michael. However, with Cardenas' Ghost described as a ruthlessly dangerous inmate, the Prison Break reboot may have also just found one of its main villains. Though the original show largely established the various prison guards, namely Wade Williams Bellick, some of the inmates inside were just as much of a complication for Michael's plans. Just based on Ghost's description, it already sounds like James has found his parallel for Robert Nepper's Teabag, who remained a fan-favorite character across all 5 seasons of the original Prison Break. The other major takeaway from the new cast additions is that of Junior, the lone survivor of a prison break that occurred 10 years prior to the events of the show. The original Prison Break did have a few lifer characters, with the potential closest to Junior being that of Muse Watson's Charles Westmoreland, who was often theorized to be infamous hijacker D.B. Cooper. However, between Junior's prior exposure to said escape, and it currently being unclear whether he's still in prison or on the outside, he certainly looks to be the freshest addition yet to the roster. Our take on the new Prison Break castings. The reboot sounds like a mix of fresh and familiar concepts. Against a blue backdrop, Michael smirks in Prison Break. As someone who's defended even the rougher seasons of the original show, it's certainly exciting to see the Prison Break reboot really starting to come together quicker, and the new casting additions prove to be some of the most exciting updates yet. It's nice to still feel in the dark as to how the show will bring us back into the high-stakes world of prison escapes, but with some of the characters sounding like the best ones from the original, it certainly seems like James is going for the right balance of new and familiar.